Good day. I probably have about 2 hours of videos. It's insane. I came home, I had one thought, and I don't even, oh yeah, I did take a shower. Did MrTacpans's take a shower? No, he never showers. He gets thrown in the laundry, okay? His spirit spins around with them bubbles and his mind starts to go. Then his mind starts to blow, so I gotta slow him down, so I just put it on the rinse cycle. Then I throw him in the dryer. But he loves the dryer. But if he says it gets too hot and the steam rises, my shirt will fall to dust and MrTacpans's spirit will fly away into the wind. There must always be mist. It's the mist, it's the mystery. It's I miss you. Do you miss me? So MrTacpans's is up on the wall again. 7286. Why 7286? Very simple. I may have said this before, but I'll always repeat myself. You never know. You just 7 stands for the one God. Okay, so in actuality, you can say 17, I'll stand in electron. 2 is for the beta. Okay, it's the beta female, the beta world, but it's the creation of the one God. He made it. That's why he's 7 and he's 2. Because he made both. He's one and he made the other. Okay, therefore he created the heavens, which is the 8, which is where he is, and he's also 7-8 because he created the heavens. Okay, and in all creation he came out with man last. So that's why the 6 is at the end, 7286. But if you flip it over, the story I just told you will tell you almost a complete different story, but tell you the story backwards. In the 9 of the birth of man, of the 2 heavens, okay, in the beta world of God. That's how it happened, both ways. God always shows it in more than one way. He doesn't let one explanation go by without him repeating himself, and at the end he makes a big joke out of it. Oh yeah, because every time he makes a joke, I get an idea. You see. So, anyways, I'm going to start off with the telephone keypad, and what I did is I'm going to try to. Can I pull out the page or show you the page? I just want to show you a little bit about what it looks like. I'm going to try and do this slow. Okay, you see where it says X, X, X1, ABC 2, DEF 3? Well, that's the first row of numbers on your telephone. Okay, and what I did is I turned the letters sideways. I mean, if I turn one row sideways, I have to do the whole example turning all the rows sideways. So I wrote this all out, and obviously I went offline, not my computer, just my mind. We're about the same capacity, next to nothing for memory, 128 bits, but my mind is all falling to pieces. So anyways, MrTacpans's, I'll try and keep up with you. Slow down in the back there. I wrote it all down. I'm doing it my way now. Been on my back lately. It feels good. When you have an idea, it's nice to think of. Instead of saying, what am I doing? Or just doing something that you're bored of. But when you have an idea, you can think of it all day long in your mind. And you don't have to do anything else but move your hands doing something else. You can do 2 things at once. Or can you? I have a hard time. Do I work? Does it really matter? I work 2 and 5. I work 1 and 7. I work 7 and 6. I work 6 and 9. My methods. Anyways, thus we know that we have the first combinations, okay, of the 3 letters, okay. Thus I use 3 X's for the 1 because the 1 doesn't have any letters on the old phone, okay. Thus I'm going to use the X as the 24th letter. Instead of using it as a Roman numeral for the X, because it's in the alphabet and there's already 1 X, I should use it for a Roman numeral 10, which would equal 4 and 6 man. But as 24, okay, it equals the beta world angel, which is the same thing. Okay, so don't remember that sometimes you can put I am or I'm. It's the same thing. Okay, so the X values I said we can use as 10. If there were at 10, it would be a total of 30. That would be creation, okay, of Zion, the 3 creations of Zion. Excuse me, 30. You see, you can look at 32 ways. Okay. In Monopoly, and I've already written this down further up, in Monopoly, if you roll 30, you go to jail. But is it possible we come back to the third world by going to jail in Monopoly would actually take us to heaven? I've been writing we go to jail in this world with 30, But I think we can go to heaven because that would be three worlds of creation. That would be our birth, our life, and our death, and recreation in the heavens. Three. Three of four. Don't forget the angel. He never leaves. He just doesn't have to be reborn again because he doesn't die. Do you understand? He just disconnects. The District of Columbia disconnects. What goes on? What goes on? What do you see? Anyways, now I'm going to talk about something else. They call this world the electronic world. Is it the reason for the big blue sea? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a little off track, but the big blue sea, they don't have a blue sea. They have a black sea, they have a red sea, they have no blue sea because this world maybe is referred to as a big blue sea. So you see, that's an indicative that if I come up with the letter C, something's going to happen. Oh my God, Mr. C. Or Cunningham, Richie Cunningham, Marion, his wife, Ralph, Fonzie, Potsy, and Joni and Chachi, Mr. C. So what comes out of Happy Days? H, D, 8 and 4, 12, 1 and 2, the spirit and beta creation. When they're together, Happy Days, HD, HDTV, and all the numbers they give are all the numbers we need to play with because they work out. God didn't make any trick in any maze that doesn't work. In God's world, it all works. He made it so it all works. If it doesn't work, it's just like your computer. It goes offline until you make it go back online again. You understand what I'm saying? You can go through the bushes, but in the computer, you can't go through the bushes. You have to go through some sort of terminal that's hooked up to another terminal that's hooked up to a central terminal that passes over to a central station that takes it over to a website that has become abonné, which means they are bound to it. A bone. A dog bone. Oh my God, it's a French word. Now I'm talking about dogs and bones. Anyways, let me get back to the 1, 2, 3. I might not go through the whole thing. I've already used up 7 minutes. Okay, first row we have XAD. Okay, thus as letters to numbers, it equals 29. 2 worlds of birth, the beta birth, and this world. Thus beta is God also. Okay, listen to this part. Okay, beta is God also in the beta heaven. Okay, and this is how I think it works. I think, okay, I'm off subject here for sure, that somehow Venus and Mercury don't have moons. I'm way off subject here, but maybe I'll go back to it. Venus and Mars and Mercury don't have moons. But the sun is strong enough with the sun winds to blast whatever's in between those two planets right to our planet. That's it. After that, every other planet has a moon. Okay, but the sun can't blow Neptune into Earth. And if it does, it'll be small particles, and it'll take millions of years, and over time, and it might mean very little right now, but might mean very much in the future. Okay, so the sun blows Mercury and Venus over towards Earth. No moons on those planets. Earth is one moon. Okay, and we take this moon, and since we're of the two heavens, we have to transfer over to Neptune. Neptune has, how many moons does Neptune have? Oh boy, I went back and forth, and I'm going to try and find out. Wow, I did 9 pages in a half an hour. They have 13 moons. 1 is a spirit, 3 is the creation. Hey, they got the spirit so they can connect to the Earth's moon. Then they send it over to another moon, okay, which is Jupiter. They have to send it over to Jupiter. Almost everything has to go through Jupiter. In fact, when you send the spirit from our moon, it goes to Jupiter first, and then it goes over to the 8th Neptune moon. Everything's got to pass almost through Jupiter. Not all the time. It all depends. Look at your tic-tac-toe board and do the combinations. You can see. Anyways, after that, he's reborn again. Okay. I went through this one. I went through this one. There's just so much here for me to sit in front of you and explain it to you. You have row 1. X24, C3, F6. Those are the letters, the initials. They total 33. Thus we have the 3 worlds of creation. Now I'll explain the letters. The X-man creates man 6, which means XCF, which means X-man is the X. C is to create. F means business. And it's also man 6. The X-plate, right? It's only temporary. So we get the X-plate man. The X-man gets the X-plate. And that's why the F6 is for man. It also gets the F plate in business. Okay, now I'm going to total up the 3 rows. Okay, I think they're the 3 rows of 7, 8, 9. Thus the total count is 93. Thus the 9 creations, okay, talking about birth, okay, in all the worlds of Zion, in all of God's worlds, 9 ways of man's complete birth and death is a vacant and borrowed world leading to life, totaling out to a total of 93 plus 6 equals a total of 99. Okay? And that's because the first row, A, B, C, D, E, F, okay, and X, 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 total 99 plus the 1, 2, 3, and you have a total of 99. Now, when you get a total of 99, what's missing for 1010 is 1, 1. Since you have the creation of the birth of all the worlds, the 1, 1 becomes the spirit angel 5 plus man is 6 equals 11. Put that under 99 and add the 10 columns separately and add the 1 column separately. You get 10, 10. Okay, one of the reasons for 10, 10, one of the reasons for 11, 11 is because of this first 11 I showed you, and plus the God is the angel 4, and God 7, 7 and 4 makes 11, because God is, everybody's with somebody, right? We're all paired up. Isn't that what they said on Noah's Ark? Anyways, now we have the 4, 5, 6 numbers, and these are the numbers that travel east-west, okay? And it's all in the center area, so it's all basic light. It's all light. Okay, so this is the second tier of east-west of angel and man, okay? And then I went on to go, the 4th number has GHI, the 5th number has JKL, the 6th number has MNO. So now if I put words to these letters with the numbers, it says God, heaven of the eye worlds. 5, Jack, King, Queen. As the letter L is the 12th letter, thus representing the 12th card in the deck, which is a queen. Thus the L is also the angle in which is created from the 1 and 2 spirits, the egg and the sperm, as they make creation. Okay? Of the 1 and 2 spirit, okay? Thus, okay, we have the numbers 4, 5, and 6. Okay? 6 is man of creation of the 1 and 4, which is the 5. Thus, the first letter as 1 and 5 is 6. Do you get what I'm saying? The O letter is 15. And 5 and 1 makes 6, so the egg makes 6. Wow, this is going so fast. I've skipped over so much. Okay, whatever. Where am I going to take this to? Where am I going to take this to? Now, when we come down to the last row, 7, 8, and 9, the 7 has PQRS, the 8 has TUV, and the 9 has WXYZ. So the center row is missing a letter in the bottom, so we replace that one with X. So now we have an S and 2 X's, which means spirit of the man and the angel, of the angel and man. 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, and 9 total the 24 hours a day of man, which is the beta world of 4 angel. Because it's the beta world to the 4 angel of spirit. Okay? It's the beta world to the 4 angel of spirit. Okay? Why? Because the angels from heaven. So would that make sense? Okay? That this world here is not our beta world. That one would be our beta world now. And the angel, this world would be his beta world. Because that's not his real world, and that's not our real world right now. Okay, so would this be our beta world? Because we're transferred from up there down here? No, we were born on this earth. We only have one moon. We only can make one transfer. Transfer out. Yeah, stuff comes in, but don't come in for us. It comes in for the earth. Okay? And it comes in all the time from all over the place. Don't you see it falling? It's always falling down. London Bridge is falling down. It's not only a bridge that falls down, it's the bridge of our world. Things come into our world. And things go out. As you come in and you go out. Anyways, it's the end of this tape. I have another one. I'm going to try and see if I can do it. I know this one was a little bit messed up. I'm really sorry. In there, I'm going to go over my numbers again to try and explain a child's birth from when the sperm meets the egg for the first 9 months, whether or not their spirit or that child is alive. Mr. Tacpans wants to talk about it.